Do you remember when the first iPhone came out? I do. I was a huge fan of the iPhone and the iPhone 3G, but the simple user interface wasn't enough for me. It wasn't enough to keep me happy, and eventually I switched to the Android phones and have not looked back since. This morning, I'm going to explain to you why you should switch to an Android phone from an iPhone, especially the Google Pixel XL. I'll be covering the operating system software, the differences in hardware, and some of the pros of the iPhone itself. With that being said, let's get started with the software that the Google Pixel XL contains. So the Google Pixel XL is running an Android operating system at version 7.1, which they call Nougat. Some of the new features that Nougat includes is a split screen mode, so you can have two screens pulled up at the same time. Using that mode, you can also use drag and drop text, so you can drag it from this screen and put it on this screen. Another great feature that it includes is the ability to reply to a message through a notification. So you just drag it from the top, bring it down, and you just send the text right there, and you can also see your previous text messages. One of the newer things that Nougat is introducing with the operating system is the Google Daydream VR. So it's a virtual reality headset. It's actually fairly cheap. It's only going to be $80, and more importantly, it includes a controller, which other VR systems, the controller is on the headset. Now that we have the software briefly explained, we'll move on into the hardware of the Google Pixel XL. So the Google Pixel XL has a 5.5-inch AMOLED screen that allows for a true black experience. It has a better contrast than the iPhone 7, and it is slightly lighter with a larger battery. The display size is going to be the exact same as the iPhone 7. It has a higher resolution though, running a Qualcomm 821 processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM. This is the first phone in 2016, or ever for that matter, that includes this processor. Both cameras on the Google Pixel XL, facing forward and backwards, are higher resolution, higher megapixels than the iPhone 7s, and it includes a near function chip, a headphone jack, it recharges faster, and is water resistant. So although the Pixel XL is great, we can't forget to talk about the iPhone 7. Some of the pros of the iPhone 7 is that it's thinner, but it has a camera bump, unfortunately. The screen is brighter and it's waterproof. The most attractive feature for some people is going to be that it has a simplistic user interface. It's not hard to use. You can pick up and go with it. A lot of people like to avoid a new user interface as well, so they stay loyal to Apple and they keep that trend on moving with them. With everything on the table, I'd like to recap what I talked about today. Today I went over the software that makes Android so appealing, the hardware in the Google Pixel XL in comparison to the iPhone 7, and finally I recapped with some of the pros of the iPhone. Unfortunately, when we're choosing a phone, a flagship phone at that, it isn't that cut and dry for us. The user interface plays a large role in our decision to decide on which phone we want to buy. Many people resist change, especially when it comes to something we use so much every day, but you shouldn't be afraid to switch from an iPhone to a Pixel XL. They're both close competitors in the cellular market, and a new interface shouldn't be the thing stopping you from trying out anything new. In my opinion, you should give it a test drive, see how you like it. I hope you found this comparison useful and eye-opening if you are using an iPhone currently. Thank you for your time.